where our crew is going to be joined by a couple of special guests, 30 Rock's Tracy Morgan and the Bears' Lance Briggs. That's straight ahead.
An ode to linebackers, and in that vein, we have one of the greats in the game today, Lance Briggs of the Bears. Nice to see you here in New Orleans.
Thanks for having me, Hannah.
You enjoying your time here in the Super Bowl city?
For not being in the game, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's tough,
it is.
Isn't it? Yeah. What is it like to be here, knowing that you guys got off to such a hot start this season?
You know, it was just an opportunity miss. You know, we usually you have 10 wins in a season, you get in the playoffs. You know, this just happened to be a year that we had 10 wins and we didn't get in the playoffs.
What do you think is the reason for that?
Well, there was a stretch there where, you know, had we have won one of those games, we were 7-1 and we started having a little downfall. We had won a little losing streak. You know, had we have won one of those games, and it was all within reason. You know, everything was within 7 points. You know, a turnover here or a stop here or blocking a kick or making them punt the ball was the difference.
I mean, really, though, the trademark, the hallmark of this team is defense. That's your
right.
Look at that smile.
Yeah.
That's your calling card, and not a lot of people can find fault, I think, with the Bears' defense this season. But knowing that, and on the other side of the ball, the inability to take care of the ball, maybe some big drops here and there, how difficult is that for a team when one part of the team is struggling more than the other?
Well, I think that's why Mark Trestman is our new head coach, you know, but, you know, it can be frustrating. You know, it can be frustrating. You work hard, and everybody wants to win, you know, and things don't go your way, and we have a lot of missed opportunities, and for one, it costs us a playoff spot, you know, and you sit at home and you watch other teams go out and they compete, you know, well, they earned it. You know what I mean? And that's the position it puts everybody in.
I mean, Lovie Smith had been your coach and had been there for quite a while. You played 9 or 10 seasons with him. And to have that change now, Mark Trestman, a guy that has been in the CFL, not a lot of folks are familiar with. What do you anticipate that being like? Have you even talked to him?
I've heard a lot of things. I haven't talked to him myself. I've heard a lot of things, you know, that he's an offensive guru, you know, genius. And, you know, when you talk about the Bears and the Bears' history being defense and you know, offense is, you know, hasn't been highlighted, you bring in a guy who's going to highlight offense, you know, and bring the offense into the forefront. So, you know, there's a reason there.
A new defensive coordinator as well in Mel Tucker. What do you expect? He's been around the league for a while. Jags interim coach. Yeah,
Jacksonville Jags. I mean, a lot of the film we watch, you know, when we break down opponents, we watch a lot of Jacksonville Jaguars defense, you know, so they're running. What's it
mean to you, do you think?
That's a very good thing, you know what I mean? So he's running a very similar deal to what we're doing in Chicago. So, you know, there's nothing broken our defense, you know, not a lot needs to be done. Just come in, fine-tune it, and let's go.
Do you watch other linebackers around the league and what they do?
I watch all the linebackers.
All right, give me your impression of those playing in this game. Two terrific defenses in the Super Bowl.
I think you have two teams with some of the best linebackers in the NFL. Some are really defensive ends, but most are really good
He
linebackers.
says with a smile, right? You faced Colin Kaepernick in his first NFL start back in Week 11.
Right.
What were your impressions immediately?
He sure made us look bad. He did well. He did well. I mean, from the opening drive all the way through the game, you know, he kept us on our toes, and you know they had a great scheme against us, you know, and they took advantage of everything that we were able to give them, you know, and really took the game. And I think that really jump-started the controversy, but jump-started, you know, Colin Kaepernick's lead for the 49ers into the Super Bowl.
Okay, so tell me the challenge that you're having and that we're going to see the Ravens have as you're facing Kaepernick, that read option, the
read option. Obviously, the read option is going to be a big deal. You know, I think, you know, if Kaepernick's going to keep the ball and he's going to run with it, you got to pound him. You know, you're going to have to get your hands on him, be as physical as possible. The read option is one of those things. It's a trendy league, so it's something that defenses are going to have to really evaluate over the offseason before we continue to shut it down, you know.
Yeah, the Ravens haven't had a lot of time, couple of weeks to get up to speed here. Who do you predict will win on Sunday?
I'm an NFC guy, so, you know. I think the Niners, I grew up on the Niners. The Niners are going to win.
He's going with the Niners. He is here courtesy of New Era, we should mention, and he is Lance Briggs. We wish you a great offseason. Best of luck with all the changes there.
Thank you very much,
in Chicago. And there's good Bears karma.
There
in
is.
The city of New Orleans. They've had a fair amount of success here back in the day. Lance,
85.
great to have you with us. There you go, 85.
Yes, ma'am.
Part of the great Bears tradition, and one of our great guests today. We have much more coming your way from New Orleans and the French Quarter when our coverage of Super Bowl 47 continues.